Imagine lighting a cigarette right now, today. Now imagine walking backward through time with it. How far back until you find the first one? 100 years? 1,000? Guess again, friend. The real answer, 12,300 years. And the proof came from tiny ancient seeds. Our story begins in Utah's Great Salt Lake Desert. At Wishbone, scientists found something truly amazing here. Inside that fire pit, tiny burned seeds, carefully preserved. These were seeds of wild tobacco, called Nicotiana rustica. These seeds dated back to 10,300 BCE, the Ice Age. That's before farming, pottery, or written history existed. Before this, smoking was thought to start 3,300 years ago. This discovery pushed that date back 9,000 years. So who were these ancient seed-burning people, exactly? Ice Age hunter-gatherers, traveling together in small bands. Their brains worked exactly the same as ours. So when they burned this plant, it meant something. But wild tobacco wasn't like the tobacco we know. It had way more nicotine, much stronger. For someone with zero tolerance, the effects hit hard. Faster heartbeat, blurred senses, they felt it completely. But here's the big debate. Was this really smoking? The burned seeds proved the fire was deliberate. But did anyone actually breathe in that smoke? A nighttime campfire would fill the air with smoke. They carried this exact plant, not random firewood. Then comes a strange 9,000-year gap in evidence. Why? Because ancient plant material rarely survives that long. A gap in evidence isn't a gap in behavior. So here's the real twist. Why did they smoke? We assume it was just for fun, like today. But evidence points somewhere different: ritual and ceremony. Ancient people worldwide used these plants in ceremonies. The smoke wasn't an accident, it was a doorway. A doorway to ancestors, spirits, and other worlds. The very first smoke, in other words, was prayer. 10,000 years later, around 500 BCE, the pipe arrives. A pipe isn't simple, it takes real skill. The pipe didn't begin smoking, it perfected it. Meanwhile in Egypt, incense burned in temples nightly. In Mesoamerica, tobacco was sacred, used in every ceremony. Across the globe, separate cultures did the same thing. That's not coincidence, that's basic human instinct. Today, we still light incense, candles, and ceremonial fires. We still search for meaning beyond what we see. And back at Wishbone, the digging continues today. Every layer of soil holds another layer of time. We still don't know who lit that first fire. We don't know what they believed or felt. But not knowing isn't failure, it's an invitation. The same questions under the stars, we still ask. Ancient ritual and modern science, connected by curiosity. This 12,000-year-old story is really about us. 12,300 years ago, a fire burned here. A real person sat beside it, alive and thinking. They reached for a plant, placed it in flames. The rising smoke was their language for the unknown. We don't know everything, but we know it happened here. The same spark that lit that fire still lights us.